chum here. In this time of year, there's not tons of chum. Like when everybody goes chum fishing, they want one every cast, or they're boiling everywhere. There's only some here. There's some. So you gotta be dialed. You gotta have nice small jigs. You gotta have good jigs. You gotta tie special, different jigs. Sometimes one outfishes another badly. So this is important stuff. And my friend who with us today, Paul, I've trained him well. He's a chum Jedi. We usually have to find the right spot. Like there's a big area here, and we'll find like a certain spot, and then we'll get one every cast. It'll be like Sleigh Fest, and that's what's gonna happen here.
Took about 4 casts to find.
Sweet.
Oh, it's a chick.
It's a
chick? It's a what? A chick? It's a chick. Wow.
I think they call that a dead dog. In Get Rod videos. Looks like a dead dog right there.
A chick. Oh, that's a new one.
It's a gal. Pretty hot. For a chick. I just thought of a joke, but I can't say it because it's not politically correct, so I'll just keep it to myself. Nice.
You want him?
Yep.
Her?
Oh, sorry. The lady? Ooh, right in the nose, too.
She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can you hold this just for a sec?
Oh, shut up.
Just hold it for a sec.
No, I'm not holding it.
Come on.
Back
Reel
off,
this thing
Jack.
in. Reel it in.
No.
Come on, we need a woman's touch.
Didn't look too zombie.
Emilio Iglesias. All right. Okay, yeah, so we were talking about selecting the right jig when there's not that many chum around. You really want to have your highest performance. So here we got one that's a little different than the average chum jig. It's just got a bit of chenille with a little bit of a marabou tail with a nice little silver bead head. It's kind of sparse. And yeah, we'll try that and see how that goes. It was kicking some serious butt this morning at another spot we were at. Everything was kicking butt at that spot though, so it was hard to tell. But... Oh!
That's not a good spot.
Oh, there it is. Oh! On and off. Now you definitely, when you're floating your jigs, you want them to be off the bottom. At least a foot off the bottom. None of this tapping bottom. No good. These chums, when they want a jig, they'll come up, grab it. There we go.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah.
It's there, man. You can't take that away from
Oh, it's in the zone again. Guaranteed. One mend. There it was. Called that sucker. Did you see that?
Yep.
That was a total call. That's femalian.
Chick.
Yeah. You know, she's got flowers in her hair. That's not good. That is not good. She's gone.
Did you lose it?
Look, I thought I had her and the jig was actually in my leg.
Shit the bed.
Leader length. People always ask me, All the time I get emails, how long a leader, how long a leader, how long? Here, the fish are super fresh, bitey. Leader doesn't matter. Here I just do like probably 16 inches. They're not going to care less about your weight or your float, especially if you fish your jig up above them. Then the fish is looking, all he sees is jig. He doesn't see the jig dragging in the rocks and the weight and everything. The jig is up, a foot off the bottom, the fish is right on the bottom, all it sees is jig. Grabs the jig, end of story. Now if you're fishing steelhead with the jigs and that all gets different. If it depends on water clarity, a whole bunch of things, but typically 14 to 18 inches per leader, and pretty much never anything different. Unless I'm fishing like a deep, slow 20-foot pool for steelhead, I'll run like a 2-foot leader. If it, but other than that, pretty much that 14 to 18 inches. And for weight, doesn't really matter. Everyone's got a different style. I like running these egg weights because you can judge your weight by how many. They're always the exact same. Each one weighs a 1/4 ounce, so you know with a 35-gram float like this one, it's 4. With a 30-gram float, it's 3. With a 25, it's maybe 3, 2, and so it's easy to use that way. And yeah, they stay on your line really good. And as long as you use a much stronger main line than leader, you shouldn't be losing your float or your weights. You should only be using your leader and your jig. All that stuff's really personal and it doesn't really matter. Oh, fish on! While he's fighting that chum, I'll talk about chum jigs. So, as you people probably know who've bought my jigs at the stores, we got various types of jigs in there that we sell for chum. One thing I want to talk about is that lead head jigs, the reason I tie lead and pin and bead for chum is because the leads are meant for fishing out of a boat where you're going to use a net. Because the pin and bead, what happens is you get the fish, you net it, and then it catches the bead in the net and rips the bead off, and then people go, oh, your jig fell apart. Well, yeah, it got caught in the net, and the giant chum was thrashing, and it ripped the head off. So for that, we use lead heads. So a selection of jigs, what people always ask me, what should I use for chum? Well, you know what? You gotta try different stuff at different days. There's different lighting, different watercolor, you name it. So you just want to try different stuff. So today we've been doing really good on pink stuff, like just pretty much all pink, just like that. Lots of sparkly stuff. I was getting them earlier on this one.
Hold
here.
it still.
Getting them on this one earlier. That's all purple. It's got a bunch of sparkle and it's got a bunch of rubber legs. So that's obviously not one you're going to see in the store. That's one I tie for myself. Here's another one, just some pink schlappen with a bunch of sparkle. This one's not actually called a chum jig, but it's a pink and white, which is a very good one. Pink and white, yeah, that's a very good one. That one's known as Limit Killer. Real good chum jig. We got this one that's pink and pink with some sparkle in the tail. That one's Cotton Candy, another good chum jig. Of course, this one here, this is a purple sparkler. Really, really good chum jig. Some days they really want that purple. A lot of days they don't care, but today we're just gonna get them on pink, so it don't seem to matter. And then you got here a custom tied one here that used to have a pink head, some purple schlappen, some sparkle, lots of sparkle on there. Yeah, so that's about it. You don't really need to get too fancy as long as there's some purple, pink. You can't really go wrong for chums.